Please press subscribe at front of video. Make sure you press subscribe to get more videos. Thank you. God bless you. The Book of Ezekiel, Chapter 1, The Vision of Four Figures. Now it came about when I was in my 13th year of life, on the 5th day of the 4th month, while I was among the exiles beside the river Kebar in Babylonia, the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of God. On the 5th of the month, which was on the 5th year of King Joachim's captivity, the word of the Lord came expressly to Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of Chaldeans by the river Kebar, and the hand of the Lord came upon him there. As I looked, I saw a stormy wind coming out of the north, a great cloud, with fire flashing continually from it, and a brightness was around it. And in its core there was something like glowing amber-colored metal in the midst of the fire. Within it there were figures resembling four living beings. And this was their appearance. They had human form. Each one had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and the soles of their feet were like calves' hoofs, and they sparkled and gleamed like shiny bronze. Under their wings on their 4 sides they had human hands. As for the faces and wings of the 4 of them, their wings touched one another. Their faces did not turn. When they moved, each went straight forward, regarding the form and appearance of their faces. And they each had the face of a man in front, and each had a face of a lion on the right side, and the face of an ox on the left side. All 4 also had the face of an eagle at the back of their heads. Such were their faces. Their wings were stretched out upward. 2 wings of each one were touching another. The wings of the beings on the either side of it, and the remaining 2 wings on each being, were covering their bodies. And each went straight forward. Whenever the spirit was about to go, they would go, without turning as they went. Among the living beings there was something that looked like burning coals of fire, like torches moving back and forth among the living beings. The fire was bright, and the lightning was flashing from the fire, and the living beings moved rapidly back and forth like flashes of lightning. Now as I looked at the living beings, I saw one wheel on the ground beside the living beings, for each of the 4 of them. Regarding the appearance of the wheels and their construction, they gleamed like crystallite, and the 4 were made alike. Their appearance and construction were a wheel, set at a right angle with any wheel. Whenever they moved, they went in any one of their 4 directions without turning as they moved. Regarding their rims, they were so high that they were awesome and dreadful, and the rims of all 4 of them were full of eyes all around. Whenever the living beings moved, the wheels moved with them, and when the living beings rose from the earth, the wheels rose also. Whenever the spirit went, the beings went in that direction, and the wheels rose along with them, for the spirit or life of living beings was in the wheels. Whenever those went, these went, and whenever those came to a stop, these came to a stop, and whenever those rose from the earth, the wheels rose close beside them, for the spirit of the living beings was in the wheels. Vision of divine glory. Now stretched over the heads of the living beings, there was something like an expanse, looking like the terrible and awesome shimmer of icy crystal. Under the expanse, their wings were stretched out straight, one toward another. Every living being had 2 wings which covered its bodies on one side and on the other side. As they moved, I also heard the sound of their wings, like the sound of the great rushing waters, like the voice of the Almighty, the sound of tumult, like the noise of an army camp. Whenever they came to a stop, they lowered their wings. And there was a voice above the expanse that was over their heads. Whenever they stopped, they lowered their wings. Now above the expanse that was over their heads, there was something resembling a throne. It appeared like it was made of sapphire or lapis, and seated on that, which looked like a throne high up, was a figure with the appearance of a man. Now upward from that, which appeared to be his waist, I saw something like glowing metal that looked like it was filled with fire all around it, and downward from that, which appeared to be his waist, I saw something like fire, and there was brightness and a remarkable radiance, like a halo, around him. As the appearance of the rainbow in the clouds on a rainy day, so was the appearance of the surrounding radiance. This was the appearance of likeness of the glory and brilliance of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell face downward, and I heard a voice of one speaking.